advertise it. as-
All righty.
Is what they advertise it at.
Yeah. How's that come out? I mean, what's your,
The.
Did you guys see my email about the
Place for inflation.
minutes?
yeah.
I mean, you
I
immediately
did
thought
see it.
$3
I
to take
couldn't-
care of it, but
I got that email.
Well, that was on the floor.
Okay.
For a while, so I
We
hadn't
lowered
read the
that.
minutes or anything.
My recommendation is that we
lowered
talk
that,
about
but
them
we
and
never
correct
talked about it.
them and send them back to, because they're just a couple of places that
Well,
I think
don't
were a
know.
little bit ambiguous and we just need to be specific on what they were, and
Solar was wanting to take it.
Kenny can help us with,
Oh,
with one of those questions, so. And so
$5 with your drainage board.
we know Jim's not here and Mary's at her doctor's right now,
They're
so
proposing
I mean, how's that figured out in the,
a little extra in the beginning.
just a little extra?
I haven't talked to her personally. I just knew that she told me she had to get her
More a year.
Yeah,
gauzing changed today, so
yeah.
they'll be able to let us know how he's doing.
Called me yesterday and I
I
think
would think
she
the
was
three would. the fourth
halfway.
would.
She thought she was
I
gonna
was gonna.
get in on WebEx today.
If you don't want to pay it, speak up when they talk about it.
Right.
They don't know what they use.
They're the deciders.
I think she's gonna find out what they use
The
for
four
or
on take
whatever.
care of what you figured.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, hopefully they'll,
Money in your pocket.
that's right.
this wound management will be
That's right.
I mean,
better after the
thing
surgery
is
and
anyways.
she'll be in good shape.
So just don't be shy.
It's been a long.
Okay.
Yes, it is. All right. You ready to go to work?
I think so.
All right. We will call the Grant County Drainage Board to order. This is September the 26th, and it is 11:02 a.m. Members present are Mr. Goff, Mr. Pinkerton, myself, and then Mr. Cates by WebEx. And when we do any voting, because we do have a WebEx voter involved with us, we have to do a roll call. So I'll kind of throw that at you. We have to have you do a roll call for us.
I have to do a roll call.
Yeah, during our votes.
Okay.
I know that's a new one, but that's,
You're pretty good at ad-libbing as you go, so.
well, I'm not ad-libbing. I'm just, because we have one that we're voting on, it's just a requirement. It's in the ordinance. The state required it, so we're just doing the bare minimum is what the state wants. That's what we're doing. We will look at the minutes here for a moment, and I had some questions on them. Under Crane Pond, it says it said, I'll read the sentence. He said he added that they agreed that the city was going to buy the pipe and we were going to install. And that we technically was Grant County Highway would install. So I'm going to ask that that be sent back for correction. And then under Kenny's discussion, the solar issue, it says, he said that he had a meeting with John Marden from a solar place. Is that the correct name, Kenny? Marden?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, there was a question mark there, so that's good. And also, just for clarifications, later on in that paragraph, it said, Kenny said that, we'll correct this, but they was going to get a good drainage attorney to write up an appendix to put on the lease, adding that it had to be 150 feet from the county tile. When we say they, for definition purposes, should we just say concerned farmers?
Yeah.
What kind of a,
yeah.
if I could just say concerned farmers, we're going to get a drainage attorney to build that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. We will put that in and have Mary correct those minutes. So we'll send the minutes back for some editorial work, and then we'll get those next time around. Next up would be our approval of claims. Can you walk us through those today, Raymond?
Bragg excavating for $7,900 $919 on Luger Creek. There's $121,322.42 in the fund. The Cornerstone Enterprises for hauling riprap, $257.10 on Luger Creek. The same 120. These first five all have $121,322.42 in the Luger Creek Fund. So I don't have to read that every time. The second Cornerstone Enterprises is $382.08 on Luger Creek. Irving Materials, $773.45 for Luger Creek. And Titus Trucking and Excavation for $2,712.50. Those are on Luger Creek. Do you want me to skip the Back Creek, seeing as how Gordon will have to abstain?
If that's, yeah, that would be helpful.
What did we do on Luger Creek? Do you know, I mean, you know,
Bragg Excavating was a log jam down near Monroe Pike, which is 100 South and Bethlehem Road.
Okay.
And then the others are riprap and material. Irving Materials is the riprap and Cornerstone is the hauling of the riprap. Those are going out to Inyart on part of Monroe, east of 69 still. They're just about to be done with that.
Okay,
And Titus Trucking on Luger Creek is from Monroe Pike, or sorry, Stone Road to the river.
okay.
Then we have John's Repair, $3,247 on the Psalms Open. It's a waterway just south of 38th Street. And we have one other one that just came in today from this is an extra above the list, IMI for riprap, $1,898.86.
What this does that?
I'm
go
not positive. It's on Luger Creek.
Okay.
Inyart was working on Monroe by 69 on the east side, and then he was also working on Mick Roush's property north of 18 on the west side of 69.
Okay,
So I'm not exact. I haven't chased down which loads went, but that's where they went.
okay.
Same fund.
So we have all those on there except cut above, and then we added the IMI riprap. So we would be voting on everything but the cut above note line there.
Make a motion, we pay the above claims.
Gordon made the motion to pay those claims as presented except the cut above.
Yeah.
And Pat seconded. Any more discussion before we do the vote on that?
No.
If you will just call everybody's name and let them say aye or nay.
Kenny Cates,
Aye.
Pat Pinkerton, Mark Bardley,
Aye.
and Gordon Golf abstain.
No, not that, not on
Oh,
these.
no, sorry. Sorry.
I on
Sorry.
these.
Okay, it is carried by 3 in-house ayes and 1 WebEx aye. It does carry. Now, our last,
We have cut above tree service for $500 on Back Creek. There's a tree across the ditch downstream from Second Street in Jonesboro.
I'll make a motion.
Kenny Cates has made a motion to pay the cut above invoice. Mr. Pinkerton has seconded. Any discussion prior to a roll call vote? Hearing none, if you'll do the roll call, please.
Kenny Cates,
Aye.
Pat Pinkerton, Mark Bardsley,
All right,
and Gordon Golf.
Abstain.
right, we have 3 ayes, 1 abstention, and it carries. So we will pay cut above. That's it on claims, sir?
Yes.
All right. Old business, we haven't had any new movement on Little Crane Pond and or we mentioned again that one jaunt off of Little Crane Pond and the Keefe resident problem. Nothing has gone on further there. Under new business, Luger Creek and Les as a maintenance request is,
Yeah, he's here. You want me to, and
you give us a little bit of background and Les can speak to it as well.
you can, I didn't have time to make a new map, make maps to pass out. But this is State Road 18 and 5. We started out on Monroe in the pink, going from State Road 5 down towards 18 because there was a blockage. Inier did that. Then we did the green part down towards 69, taking out log jams and necessary slide ins. Les is all the way down here at the bottom on this orange part. He's got about 1,750 feet across there. That was a woolly nightmare when we first got down there with the ditch going back and forth and trees on the flat 30 and 40 foot wide. He came in with his son and some of his equipment and helped Inier remove the trees out of the right of way so Inier could get through there in a speedier manner. We've gone north and we've done the blue section over to 1,000 east. Then we did from 1,000 east over to 18. And we just, it's either last week or last meeting or two before, they requested the pink part that gets to the top of Monroe. Just,
And we're flowing
correct.
north and then west, yeah.
Yes. Les has put in his money on, reclaiming that part of the ditch or reestablishing it, however you want to say it. But it does have overcut or undercut the banks so that there is a lip at the top that's wanting to fall in. And while we've spent so much, he requesting that we spend a little more.
Right. What do we think, Les?
Well, I got an estimate from Squeak yesterday.
Okay.
Well, this, you just read it, what Squeak thinks. He's Squeak scribble on a piece of paper. We only lack about 1,000 feet of having that bank completely fixed. It's just overcut so much, it's gonna cave right back in. And I hate to see you spend money on what you're doing and then have to come back in 3 or 4 years and fix the rest of it.
So you gonna pull it back? Is that what
You're just gonna pull the top.
Yeah.
The toe, he said the toe's real good.
worth exceed?
He's sort of straightening the channel,
Recentering.
recentering the channel. And this part is where he hasn't touched it, other than we removed the brush. I mean, we put about $7,800 into this project ourselves.
And the one thing we don't have for a quick lookup is Mary here to tell us what the balance is.
Oh,
Do we have that?
we,
Is that the 121 out of Luger
yeah,
Yeah.
and tributaries?
That's what we just paid.
Okay.
it was 8,000 and another 1,000, 3,000, so we've used 8 or 9, well, about 10,000.
Yeah, we're down to about 111,000 in
Yeah.
the balance.
Well, it's a good time to get it done, you know,
Well, it hadn't had nothing done for 100 years on them.
yeah.
So I feel it's time to do something.
Yep.
And if we pull them back, we can keep it sprayed and mowed along there.
Mhm.
We're planning on putting filter strips along there so we can get access it on both sides all the time. Make it easy for Raymond to drive back there and check.
We get lost back there.
I mean, we put some rock chutes in. I think he told Raymond yesterday we need 4 more loads of riffraff back there yet.
Thoughts, gentlemen?
I don't know if we're gonna have a limit, but, it's a good thing that we have it. There, it'd be cheaper to do it now and come back in. So,
Mhm.
And you're in your just worked for us many years and many times, so.
And he's there right now
Yeah,
too. I just hate to see him leave.
Right.
Which makes sense. Yeah.
What is the quote?
It is not to exceed 10. He's saying 8, not to exceed $10,000.
Raymond yesterday squeaked when he had you on the phone. He forgot about those in the dirt back after he pulls them
Oh,
off.
okay.
Forgot, so that's why he wrote that out. Cause he's gotta do something with the dirt when he scrapes the top back.
Mhm.
But it's overhanging 3 and 4 feet spots and it's just gonna go right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially since we got all the brush removed and them stumps died, they're gonna fall under.
Anyone?
I'll make a motion, we approve this bid for Little Creek.
Not to exceed 10,000.
10,000.
What do you say, Mr. Pinkerton? You want to second that or? All right. We have a motion with support to approve the request for the Luger Creek maintenance as presented. Any questions, Kenny, before we go through a vote?
No.
All right. Sorry to bug you, Raymond, but we need to do a
You
roll
ready?
call again. Yes, please.
Kenny Cates,
Yeah.
Pat Pinkerton.
Aye.
Gordon Golf,
Aye.
Mark Bardsley.
Aye. It is unanimous, 1 WebEx vote and 3 in-house, and it is passed. All right, now we're moving to our other business. We have 2 public hearings to hold today. Procedure is usually this. We will open up the public hearing for whichever ditch we're doing, get a little bit of information from the surveyor's office on the history. Then we open it up for public comments, and following public comments, we close that portion of the public hearing, make the discussion between ourselves on action, and go from there. So first up, we've got the Sweetser Improvement, Enoch Lee. And Raymond, what do you have to tell us historically on this?
Oh, you want a short version or long version?
I prefer the short version, really.
Do believe it was 2019, they petitioned to begin a maintenance on the Sweetser Improvement and Enoch Lee because it needed dredged out. COVID came along and knocked us back about a year. So they've collected longer than they anticipated. We have and I do not have the amount. I do believe it is around 90,000 in the account at the moment. And we took a bid to do most of the top end. There is one stretch at the very top end that's still gonna cost about $10,000 up where it goes into that woods. There, it's standing water, soft, and we're gonna have to have riprap taken in there to deal with an inlet of surface water. So when the contractor gets there, when they get on job, we get a hold of property owner and get permission to get back there. It should be under 10 grand to get it done, but that is part of the scenario of the ditch. 90,000, his bid was right at 65,000.
Who bid?
John's Repair got the job for $64,650.
Where's
I had
that?
a-
Is that over by Fairmount or east of Marion?
It's all the way up by Van Buren,
Okay. Yeah.
just south and east.
Right at 1100 east, I'm saying,
Yep.
3 and 400 north?
Yeah.
That-
Yes.
Yep.
In your, at a 67,165.
On that culvert going under 300.
Yes.
What's gonna happen there?
The highway department and surveyor's office talked and they're going to analyze it when we get dug through there and
Cause it's about full.
yeah, we're going to go up to the roads with grade so they know where the grade needs to be set at for the pipes.
Okay.
And they are also going to replace, is that 1100? It'd be where it crosses close to the
Well, they
intersection.
got marks there they had marks there this summer on the road.
I think right where Mark's boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've got
there's a culvert
culvert
there.
on the north-south road and then there's a culvert on the east.
The
east-west.
highway department's going to replace both the ways,
Yeah.
both of those, the way I understood.
Okay.
And we held them back on the 1100 because we were going to dig up there and then we didn't want chase elevation when we can dig up there and they can see it. So, Todd Stoller owns 320 acres.
400 acres there.
But-
I mean, they don't all go in that ditch.
One of the main landowners requested that it get reduced to $3 an acre. It's currently $25 an acre, $50 a home site and $25 minimum. Pulling in close to 37,000 a year. The drainage board, Stoller requested $3 an acre. I talked with Harold Turner and we'd come up with $4 would be sufficient, or am I going, yeah, I'm going the right way. And then the drainage board decided to advertise it at 5 and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah.
$3 or $4, I think, would keep it sprayed and dredged out, but there is a stretch along 400 north that does like to slide in, and if it does, we need a long reach excavator. Expense gets expensive.
See, we got about a mile, well, we probably got a mile and a half. That ditch goes to us on the ground we own and, well, the landlord too, little stretch in there, but I mean, Raymond, though, we keep them clean, keep them mowed, keep them sprayed. So I think $3 or $4, as long as you keep up with them, you're not gonna get that. You let them go, it costs a lot more money.
So we advertised at 5.
Yes.
And what was the house again that we advertised?
$5 an acre, 25 a home site, and $10 minimum.
Okay. Do we need any more history? Are we up to speed on where we were with this before?
So how much, at $4 an acre, how much was that bring in the year then?
At the $5, it's 7,700, so 5,600, somewhere in that neighborhood, at $4. I mean, you got there's 23 houses involved.
Doesn't add much,
Not,
Yeah.
I mean, 575 at but $25, so.
All right, we ready to go to the formal public hearing? We will open up the podium there for anyone who would like to speak for or against. Tell us how much you think we need to set this at. We did advertise at 5 because we can't go up once we set it, so it's easier to come down to 3 or 4 depending on what y'all want. So please feel free, step up, give your name, your address, and what you think about the changes.
I'm Harold Turner. You want my address, you say?
Yes, please. Thank you.
10390 East, 200 North. Like I say, we got a lot of ditch goes through us, and talking to Raymond, the $4 keep us to where we should be able to maintain it like it should be. And they got it on a spray program now.
It will be.
It will be, yeah, because they just did a ditch through me where I live, and we got it on a spray program, and that makes all the difference in the world.
The goal is to get all the county in it eventually. We've just been kind of taken in each year. So
That's
great thing.
That is the intent.
Some folks are edgy about not doing that, but yeah, we're moving forward.
Okay, thank,
So Harold thinks it's 4.
okay.
Anybody else?
Rick John Lowe's with Halderman Farm Management, representing Jim and Diane Stetcher. And I would just strongly agree with going ahead and doing the project, and I think $4 would be perfect. You need my address?
You're the gentleman that farms the very end then.
Clear up the top end, I think, yeah. Well, I don't farm it, Roush's farm it, but
Okay.
I take care of it for the owner.
I need to talk with him sometime.
Okay.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I think the rest of them's on the other one.
All right. I think we got a pattern set. Kind of got to do the auctioneer. Anybody want to speak on this issue anymore? Going once? Going twice?
Oh,
3 times. We will close the public comment to the Sweetser Improvement in Enoch Lee. And gentlemen, it's in our hands for the drainage board.
Is there money here will there be enough money to spray it?
yes.
Once we get the work done, we'll have that annual approximately, I think they said 4,500? No,
It'd be
$57.
$5 an acre. So it's
Okay.
a little bit less than that. Right,
Well, 7 at $5.
Correct. That 50 something's at 4.
okay.
Okay,
So the $10,000 is on of the work that needs to be done is on top of the 64,
Correct.
Yeah,
but that'll still leave
yeah,
15.
yes, still give us a little bit of a,
And we still have fall collection.
at the higher rate.
Yes.
So this won't change till next.
Correct.
spring. Okay. I think there's a little more to work for, so.
entertain a motion if you're willing to, want to make one.
What was the proposed home and the minimum?
25 home, 10 minimum,
And 5 an acre.
$5 an acre.
We're going to 4.
That's,
I mean, if that's what.
Correct. Yeah. That would be the,
Keep the home and the minimum, that's that game. If we're gonna change it to 4, do we change the home and the minimum?
going from 25 and
well, technically you took off,
25.
yeah. So if you want to,
You don't want to take it all the way to 5 because then you can't lower it no more.
yeah, I think the 10 minimum is still sufficient. And technically, if you took $5 off the home site, that's your 20%.
20 and 4.
So
4 an acre, 20 a home and 10 minimum, so. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Pinkerton has made the motion to go with $4 an acre, $20 a home site, $10 minimum, and is that a 4-year collection?
I don't know.
That's what his motion's saying though, so,
Okay.
That's what we're for.
okay. And you seconded that motion, Mr. Goff.
Yeah.
So we do have the motion with support. Any discussion, anything, Kenny?
Nope.
I don't want to get too excited. This is the least Kenny's talked in a while, so. All right, we do need the roll call, please, sir.
Okay. Kenny Cates,
Yeah.
Pat Pinkerton,
Aye.
Gordon Goff. Aye. Mark Bardsley.
Aye. That carries unanimously, 1 WebEx vote and 3 in-house votes. And thank you for your input, folks. We're ready to move to the Baker Ditch and the public hearing. We will have our surveyor's office give us some history, and then we'll go to public comments.
Where's this and that?
This is kind of northeast again, isn't it?
Yes. South of Landis.
Okay.
Hold you on that. Do you want me to inject anything or what do you think, Mark?
Any history that,
I do not know of it ever being on maintenance. I know the landowners have paid for it to be dredged on the west side of 69. For years, there was a blockage under I-69 where the state highway put in too much riprap.
Hmm.
Surveyor's office pursued trying to get hold of Fort Wayne to get it cleaned out. The landowners tried to get it cleaned out. Finally, a person in the highway department was cooperative enough with Amy Beebe. Met out there. She brought the highway lady brought a crew. They hand moved a bunch of riprap under there and improved the drainage under 69. So now downstream from 69 over to 725 east is mostly wooded. And it really doesn't need dredge, but there's all kinds of trees across it.
so what did we advertise?
We advertised at the page. There. Just one of them. Oh, it doesn't have an old rate. $10 an acre, $50 a home site, and $10 a minimum. There's 1,562.69 acres and 4 home sites. Some of the homes that are on it are already being charged to Brushy Run and Carey's branch of Brushy Run, so they don't have a home site on Baker.
Okay. What, did we advertise this at a 4 or an 8 or? I'm assuming it's probably 4. That usually is our default number.
I don't know if it's on here. And I do not have. I am not sure.
Okay.
1,562.69. And then 4 home sites, which another 4 acres.
We advertise it at $10 an acre, 50 home sites, 50 minimum, right?
10 minimum,
10.
10 minimum, yeah, I did say that right.
pulling in $15,849.50 a year.
15,000 again. Oh,
Correct.
have we had, I guess we're ready to open, right?
We're ready.
I have had inquiries, but no hard objections.
Okay. All right, we're going to open up to the public for public comment and discussion. If you would like to address the issue, pro or con, step up to the podium, give your name, address, and what you think.
One of you.
Amy Lozier Farms, address is 5360 East, 300 North, Marion. Dad and I, back in 15, were video recording the water and how it was blocked under the interstate. So it was a big win for us to get that dug out. Frank can go back even further than that, I'm sure, but I know Dad and I started in 15 really trying to attack this. And he's been going almost 6 years now. So I am thrilled and I'm very, very pro to get this moving on. And I think I was told that if it's that important, I'll be here. And I am here, so it's that important. So
That sounds like a Gordon line. It does. Frank, you gonna pipe in here?
Yeah, On the Baker ditch, I don't have a problem with it. The only thing I've got is I've got three different parcels, and on two of them, I got a home site on both of them. And I only have one home site, but I'm probably have a home site on Brushy Run, which
Can't see that. No home site. Then $10 for 19.22 acres. No home site.
what about the other one?
That one has a home site.
Yeah, but shouldn't I pay on Brushy, don't I?
If you do, we'll take it off of this one.
Okay,
That'll be, I'll fix it before it rolls around.
okay, just so it gets fixed.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
No problem on that part. We won't charge you for your house, but not more than once.
So we didn't hear
Frank's not negative. He just wanted to get some clarification, so.
that we didn't hear any objections to 10, right?
Thus far, we've had no objections.
And that's what's gonna get it moving quicker, and then after that 4 year, I think, and it reaches 4 times the.
Annual.
It's gonna shut off.
It shuts off. Mhm.
Yeah.
Spend, but I mean, I think we're gonna have something spent for a while, and I mean, I'm talking probably 550 acres of that.
Yeah.
So,
That would make it shut off around 60,000. I don't know if you need it quite that large before it shuts off.
I mean, I'm just one,
I mean, that,
I'm saying okay. But that doesn't mean that it needs to be,
Will they go clear down to, Black Creek with that?
mhm.
Does Baker go clear to Black Creek?
It does, but this just activates it just south of 720,
59.
well, over on 725 where, Landis Tinkle joined.
Yeah, down there.
To that. Okay.
There's Corey there.
Yes.
and that's gonna take a lot to get that cleaned out. I mean, Andy was pretty clear about that.
Okay.
I think it's gonna work.
Yeah. And, and you can come in and get it lowered after it is accomplished.
Yeah.
So it's not sitting
You
there
can
so much in the.
Take it down to just a maintenance if you want, you know.
That's what the understanding is you can't go lower. I mean, you can set it where it's at.
Right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
so.
But, you know, we get the work done. We've got a maintenance program going that you're pleased with. We can always come back in for a public hearing and shave that down a little bit.
70 was a good number. I mean, it brought in a good amount, but.
Yeah.
You get it rolling sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any other comments? We don't have anyone on WebEx right now other than Kenny and ourselves. So want to make any comments? Any statements?
Pretty well covered what I wanted to do.
All right.
As long as we get the blockage out of it, because, you know, not only I dump into the Baker ditch, well, it cuts a half moon shape out on me, but the nice longer ditch coming in from the southwest into the Baker ditch, so got water going there for me and Bill Corey to the south, so, and then Wolf Farms, so same thing, you know, it all goes that direction. Other than, I suppose I'd like to see nice longer, just have broached all. You know, I don't think so.
Mhm.
I got 80 was there, you know, I don't know what's Phil's got. At least I learned that much.
All right. I think we're going to go ahead and close our public hearing and turn it to the hands of the drainage board. So I don't know if you heard everything, Kenny, but there's been no objections at the $10. They talked about a $7, but they know that $10 gets things working quicker. So we advertised at a $10 acre, 50 home, $10 minimum with a 4-year collection. Is that right?
Make that motion.
Second.
Raymond,
Yes.
is this the one that in the woods, it's got a lot of fall in it.
I'm not sure how much fall. It doesn't have much silt in it. It doesn't really need dredged through the woods. It just mostly needs the logs
Yeah, but
taken
it's
out.
got pretty good grade in it.
Yeah, I mean, on the east side of 69.
Yeah. Okay.
So Gordon made the motion and Pat did second it to move forward with the advertised amount. Any other questions or comments?
Nope.
Kenny, he's saying no. Ready to vote?
Yep.
If you'll give us the roll call one more time, sir.
Kenny Cates,
Yep.
Pat Pinkerton,
Aye.
Gordon Gall, Mark Bardsley.
Aye. We have unanimous, 1 WebEx and 3 in-house, and it is done. We will get the paperwork that we need to sign and get that collection going next year.
There is a period, somebody could come in.
There can be a remonstrance time and that we have to advertise that we've gotten this done.
That
So,
letter, so
Yeah, but
and I think, yeah, legally, you have to actually
have the.
have a objection in order to file a remonstrance. We shall see.
probably won't happen, but. Don't wanna.
I don't see anything else in other business.
During the meeting, after the meeting.
Yeah, we need to sign those that are present. All right. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, including Kenny?
What we're doing.
He's already made the Gene Johnson
There
motion.
you go. I vote aye.
Aye, all right. All in favor, say aye. Thank you.
We're in Florida.
We didn't need a roll call for that. It didn't cost money.
Kenny, are you in Florida?
No, I'm home.
Oh, okay.
I got the heebie-jeebies.
Oh,
Last time. That time in Kenny wasn't feeling too good.
Yesterday, I was coughing so hard that
COVID's going.
yep, it is.
People from our church had it, Rita and I were both sick, but we didn't test positive. But we had the exact same symptoms that we had when we did have COVID.
Well, Kenny, I hope you get better quick.
we're getting there.
So much work.
Thank you for your time, and we're going to cut this recording off so we aren't recording anymore.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Kenny.
You need this.
We're good?
This bridge.
Thank you.
All right. Am I good to go?
Yep, we are. We will.
Nice.